Hello and welcome to Board Game Replay. In this series you're going to be joining us for a post-game discussion where we talk about our experience and feature clips from some of the highlights during our session. Today we're going to be playing Doom the board game, designed by Jonathan Ying and published by Fantasy Flight Games. This is a semi-cooperative tactical miniatures game for 2 to 5 players. In Doom, one player will be taking on the role of the invader, summoning and controlling a variety of demons in order to eliminate a band of Marines. The remaining 1 to 4 players will be controlling these Marines and bringing some powerful weapons and items to help them destroy the invader's demons and complete their objective. The game can either be played as an operation, which is kind of a short campaign, or by just simply choosing any of the 12 missions included in the book. The mission we're playing today is called Breaking and Entering. In this mission, the Marines' objective is to completely eliminate all the demons on the map, while the invader's objective is to gain 6 frag tokens. These are primarily earned each time a Marine player is killed. Now, speaking of death, there's a lot of that happening in this game. Each Marine has a deck of action cards filled with extremely powerful weapons that can be combined to lay waste to several demons in a single activation. They can also perform fantastic glory kills by moving into the space of demons that are heavily damaged, instantly killing them and granting them both a small heal and a bonus ability. The Marines even have special character abilities that they start the game with, giving them even more potential for combos that let them wreak havoc. However, the invader is no slouch. Whenever they get a turn, they activate all the demons of the same type and can quickly tear apart Marines. Using a combination of clever card play, resource management, overwhelming numbers, and raw power, the invader and their demons are a force to be reckoned with. While death is frequent, it rarely means the end of the game for any player. The invader's demons may die, but there are many times during each mission that they will be spawning additional groups from various portals around the map. When a Marine dies, they respawn immediately at the start of their next activation and take a full turn as normal. As you can probably tell, fast-paced tactical combat is the core of this game. When a player makes an attack, they're going to roll the number and color of the dice shown in either the action card played if it's a Marine, or the matching group card if it's a demon. The attacker will then roll these dice looking for hit symbols. Each symbol shown counts as 1 potential damage dealt. The defending player will then reveal and discard a single card from the top of their deck, looking to the top right corner for these armor symbols. For each symbol shown, it reduces the attack damage by 1. Marines also have a special dodge symbol, which negates all damage, and invaders can reveal a special symbol, which has a unique effect based on the demon being targeted. One additional element I want to cover is Marine player balance. If you're ever playing with fewer than 4 Marines, you'll be using special squad cards to help get the game balanced. Today we're going to have 3 Marines in our game, and so the Marine players will be bringing this Taking Point card. This card makes one Marine extra powerful during their turn, and is then passed to another at the end of the round. And that's just a real quick look at the gameplay of Doom. There's certainly a lot more to cover, and I think I'll save that for the group discussion. But now I think with that being said, let's get to the game.
Alright, so we're gonna do unload.
Yes!
So I can perform this 2 times, technically. Alright, that's
Nice.
alright, that's 5.
Really good. That's really
That's 5. That's 5.
Oh!
Is he dead?
Oh,
no
my
defense.
god!
No
Is that
defense.
1? So that's 4. That's 4.
Oh, I got 1. 1,
So that's 2.
So he takes 3.
3 damage.
He's got 1 HP left.
1 HP.
He's glory killable. Just saying.
I know I can't move.
You can't move.
I can't move at all.
He gets another shot though. He gets
Shoot
another
him
shot.
again.
That's
All
4.
right, okay.
3.
No! Make him redraw. Make him redraw. Redraw.
Mando. Retry. Retry.
What was it? Nothing.
All right. So he's dead. We're not done yet. We still
Oh,
need
the
to kill.
Baron of Hell is dead.
Ah.
Damn it, that was
Okay.
ridiculous.
All right.
All right.
All right. Okay.
Jeremy,
I'm
take
gonna
a
go with Endless Fire.
Endless Fire. That seems like it bodes well for me.
You may performance attack 2 additional times. Before rolling any dice, each of these attacks, I can discard up to 2 cards to add 1 red die for each card discarded. So I'm gonna discard both of these because I can't use them to make it 2 red and 2 black. All right.
That's all right.
That was a 2.
That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5.
3, 4, 5.
It's a good thing you added.
Ooh, I'm gonna keep that. Hang on. 1 defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're at 3 health. So you have 2 health
Nice.
left. I get 2 more attacks.
I'm gonna shuffle this. Go ahead.
That's all right. That's
a
4.
straight. I don't think there's much I can do unless I draw that iron
That's 3.
skin.
The 3 or the
that
dodge.
iron skin, baby.
You need a 3 or a dodge. All right.
Iron skin, come on.
And you still get the shoot again.
No whammy, no whammy. 1.
1.
Almost
I'm
3.
dead.
You got nothing?
Ooh, no, that's
Fire
it,
again.
dude.
Oh, just for fun.
Oh,
Yeah, it was 4.
Man, that was close. Oh, man. Well, that is a loss for me, but a
was so
definite
close.
win for you guys, and I am very happy losing that way because that was about as close as it can possibly get.
Yeah.
That last turn right there, Jeremy, if you hadn't finished that guy off, I would have won because of the timer that's ticking in this one. And
Yeah.
as I mentioned, this one is to get 6 frags for the invader, and I would have won the game. That was my objective. But in addition, at the end of every round, I was also adding one of these threat tokens to the objective card. Whenever there was 3, I would just gain an extra frag token. So I had 5 frag tokens going into that round, and at the end of it, where Jeremy was the last action to go for the round, I was about to gain another threat token, giving me 6 frags. It was that or they lost.
My endless fire with my chain gun was it.
Yeah, man, like that was so great. And there's so we were just discussing this before we started recording, but like we're trying to figure out the whole sequence of events that led to the high action end of the game, and there was like 10 of them, so we can't cover all of them.
Yeah, the game was really close, but it may not have been as close if the Cyberdemon lasted a little longer.
Yeah, basically I got my most powerful unit into play, this giant Cyberdemon dude, and I barely got to use him because of Jeremy and Brian.
Since I'm taking point, I get a second action. So what I'm going to do with my second action,
please don't draw a card.
first of all, I'm going to spin up to draw 2 cards.
Oh no!
I wonder what I drew.
I have no idea.
God.
I get 1 movement and then a second movement. 1, 2.
Are you gonna shoot at something?
First I'm going to charge. Draw another card.
Oh
And get 3 more move speed. I'm going to play Superior Firepower on the Cyberdemon.
That is a
Oh,
good choice.
man. Just here's everything.
Yeah, what do you roll? You roll all the dice, right?
Literally every die. Yep. Ignores all shields and dodges. Here we go.
That's pretty good.
6 for 10 damage. Unblockable, so you use up a card.
Yep, I gotta flip a card either way.
Hits him
So
for 10.
6.
Oh, he's 2 away. 'Cause he's so
One,
He
two?
is, he is.
Which means I roll 2 black die. Baron of Hell over there. For
Oh,
damage.
wow.
And that's a splash
That's-
damage. I don't
yeah,
even
it's
get. I don't get to
automatic.
defend either.
Yeah.
I'm discarding, as the rest of this, I'm discarding the other plasma rifle I drew, and I'm going to
Stun
stun the Cyberdemon.
Okay, that's good.
And then, as the secondary attack, I'm going to bust out the rocket launcher.
Oh
Is drawing no extra defense dice.
Oh,
And it's
he
a
does
black,
get 1 auto defense.
Yep.
Okay,
a black
that's
and
it.
2 red, 2 blacks, 2
Oh,
reds.
stunned Cyberdemon. This is
Oh,
nuts,
2 black,
dude.
2 red? Here.
Yeah, we're-
That's a great combo. Oof, that's okay. That's okay. 5, 6 damage.
6.
I
6
can't
and
draw
minus
defense.
1. Minus 1 because of the auto defense.
There you go.
He's no longer
You have
stunned.
movement? You have movement.
You can glory
You
kill him.
played the movement.
Oh my god!
Oh, wait. You play out the splash damage
There's
first.
splash damage.
Play out the splash
So
damage.
what, 1
Don't get
black
too
die
excited.
to both of these guys?
No, it's just.
They're both adjacent.
It's everyone
Oh, he
adjacent.
is.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So 2 damage to each?
Oh, boy.
That was a really good turn.
I'm gonna glory
really,
kill
really
the
good
fucking
turn.
Cyberdemon.
Glory. I
So,
can't believe
1,
you're gonna
2.
kill my Cyberdemon before he can do anything.
2,
3, 4.
3, 4.
He got a second movement to
Oh,
step on
3, 4. So 3 in his space and then
4.
2 to move into his space.
yeah.
You just need, yeah.
So that was perfect.
So you get this.
Come
Oh
on!
my god.
Glory killing the Cyberdemon. Then you drew your card.
I
Yep,
did.
what'd you get?
I drew Adrenaline Rush, which is what I have.
That's insane,
He has to
dude.
be falling over there.
I don't
You
have
gotta keep
any.
it sideways.
I don't have any damage to recover, but as a bonus action, you can discard it to gain 2 movement points.
Oh.
Just enough to glory kill the pinky.
Yay.
Right above there.
Draw another glory
Get outta
kill
here,
card.
dude.
What's that?
So he has 6 damage on him, right?
You did 7.
He has 7, so he's dead. Yeah, he's instant killed.
So you draw another glory kill.
Another glory kill card. That
Hey.
Cyberdemon lasted literally 2 rounds.
Yeah, I mean that was just like a perfect combination of cards for at least my turn. I had with my character with the ranger, I get 1 bonus movement speed for every card that I play that gives you movement. So I played a bunch of small movement cards. I got a total of what, 16 movement?
Yes.
16 movement. So I started here, ran down here, got the BFG, drew 3 cards, and
Oh, because you had the spin up chain gun.
yeah,
thing.
and spin up from the chain gun and charge from the other rifle there. So I was able to draw the BFG right after picking it up.
Crazy.
And
that
I rolled
Cyberdemon
pretty well. What was it, 10?
Dude, 10
10
damage.
damage.
But, like,
10 damage.
just rolling, just having all that damage be like completely without armor. Like that
Yeah.
guy has 18 health.
Yeah, it ignores shields and dodge. So even
Yeah.
if you had drawn the dodge or something, like you can't dodge. You can't dodge in BFG.
That's awesome. And then you even hit my Baron of Hell with the splash damage.
Yeah.
Like it was so ridiculous. But like so cool though, and that was actually a moment we had to think. We're like, oh well, you guys kind of were like bummed out from you. Like I think Matt's kind of getting his butt kicked here, but
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know if it's over just yet. But
Yeah.
like that pickup was clearly there by design. Like this, I feel like the scenarios are pretty well tuned, man. Like that ended up like you guys wiped him out pretty quick, but then you still barely pulled it off.
Yeah, I mean, we killed the first Baron of Hell pretty quickly, so we didn't think he was that much of a threat. But your second one managed. I think he alone killed Brian twice.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
so,
was
yeah, we
probably
underestimated his power. The Baron of Hell was a lot stronger than we thought.
Yeah, well, specifically because, I mean, I was taking the long-range grand fireball thing and just kept throwing the fireballs, but he's a beast if he's at melee range because he gets to attack twice.
Yeah.
He gets to do, like, a strong 2 black dice melee damage and then an additional a grand fireball for another 4 red dice throw at 6 range. So.
Well, yeah, and you comboed it really well with, what is it, the stun thing. That's what...
Yes, that was the big thing, yeah.
One or two times you did that.
What's that called? It's called, I don't have it in here. It's
It's
actually an
like
important point out,
grasping
yeah.
or-
It's like
or-
a crippling strike, and I didn't play this our first game. I didn't think to play it because it didn't seem that great.
Yeah,
but it's basically
stun is
play this
amazing.
card before rolling any dice in an attack. Choose and remove 1 die. After you perform the attack, the defender is stunned. That doesn't say you have to deal at least 1 damage.
right.
It doesn't matter.
They
It's
just
a
get stunned.
guaranteed stun.
Yeah,
If you
stun is
know
really good.
if you know you're going to be able to attack twice that turn,
Exactly.
it's an automatic play.
Yeah.
There's no reason not
And you
to.
think like stun doesn't seem that strong at first. It's like, well, the next time they get attacked, like stun is one of 2 things. If you are stunned, the next time you attack, you roll 1 fewer die, your choice. But if you're being attacked, you don't get to defend. And after that happens, the
That's
stun effect is
huge.
discarded. But
Yeah.
just not being able to defend against a really high damage attack, it's like, oh, I'm going to take 8 damage now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for a Marine, that can be very
When
devastating.
you only have 10 HP, yeah.
Play this card before rolling 8 dice for an attack. Choose and remove 1 die after you perform the attack. The attacker is stunned. So I'm going to Grand Fireball Brian. So 3 Grand Fireball coming to Brian. That's decent. That's not cocked either. This one is. This one is.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep. 3.
3 damage.
Discarded my plasma rifle again.
Oh,
Now
you
you're
blocked
stunned.
it all, but you are stunned.
Now you're stunned. I have Beatdown. During your activation, you may spend 5 movement points to perform 1 additional attack. I'm going to go ahead and spend all 5 movement points to perform an additional attack.
Brian?
Yes. I'll re-roll this one. There we go.
Oh.
Undefendable 5 damage.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you're stunned.
All right, Baron of Hell is done. Next card.
Oh, yeah, stun's gone.
Ooh, I get to go again.
Your little dudes.
This guy's gonna go right here. Just take a quick shot at Brian.
Where's your hologram?
Rerolling the black one. 3 damage.
So you're at 7 damage?
You can actually see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right to you now, Brian. He's got covered. I'll take those results.
Oh lord.
Don't worry, you have
You
3
get to
health,
draw
Brian.
twice though. You can draw cover, so
Oh, you're
Alright, well I'm gonna do that.
you get to draw again.
Lock on burst does
Draw
nothing.
the dodge.
Nope, it's 1.
Ooh, you dead again?
That's 3.
Yeah, I'm at 7.
Damn it.
So, Matt, just so
I
that-
want to know what you're getting
just
rid of
so
right
that you
now.
were aware, next turn it was going to be dual rocket salvos.
Yes. Dual
Or-
rocket
or-
salvos and a double barrel
or
shotgun.
this, and then the shotgun barrel, which was it would have been 3 attacks.
Macaroni.
I'm curious now if it would evened out a little bit more or brought the game closer to our advantage to concentrate more on the little guys first. I don't.
Getting rid of the groups and stuff.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing to aim for is taking out. You guys did that pretty well, but on top of that, I had 2 rounds where I was able to spawn stuff. I think based on the token distribution, and I was continuing to spread out my groups as much as possible to give myself those activations. First off, going back to what you said, wasting your time. I give myself a little bit of credit in the early rounds. Because when I parked a Pinky right here with high health and then stacked him full of tokens,
Yeah.
because I made all 3 of you guys used it like 3 to 4 turns trying to kill 1 dude, and I was really glad about that. Then you ended up wiping out a bunch of guys after, but I still feel like there's so many things that go into like the pacing and the flow of the game that even wasting three turns on something, or not wasting, but spending 3 turns, I still felt like I had won, even though you wiped out some guys afterwards. There's like a real push and pull to it, you know?
I mean, this game is bent on. This is not a Descent. This is not a Imperial Assault. The spawn point is a completely new factor into the gameplay. Like, yes, we can send out a guy just to be sacrificed. Like,
Brian,
we
go
could
kill this guy.
like, hey Brian, go stand there. Like, I mean, you can kind of play with the gameplay a little bit more. You don't have to think, oh, I have to survive. The fact that the last 3 rounds I did not take any damage was probably not great, because it made Brian absolute fodder to
Brian was
every attack.
Yeah.
And if you concentrate somebody with people with particular decks, it gives you a nice advantage. So if you can
Based
find
on their
that,
pickups and stuff too. Yeah, you know what guns they have in their deck, and you want to focus them. Even landing. Oh man, there's so many good things in these mechanisms that we can get into more of that later. But
sure.
You want to say something?
You did good in the beginning, and I managed to dodge it. I was really quiet and hoping you wouldn't hit me. It was when we originally started, and I picked up the rocket launcher, and you had there was the minigun right there, right?
Yep.
And I think Isaac grabbed the hologram, and we were all lined up, and I was hoping that you wouldn't hit me, because when you would hit someone, at most they could have picked up maybe 1 card or 2 cards.
Yeah.
But that next hit they have to draw, for armor, and it's guaranteed it's going to be that special weapon. So you were able to discard a few of those right away.
Yes.
It was that's damaging.
Yeah. I think that, this is actually a good time to maybe mention some of the mechanisms. You mentioned this is not like Descent. I agree with that 100%. And the first thing I'll say is, this is like absolutely my new favorite 1 versus many game. I feel like it does such a good job of, like, I feel like this is like a 1 versus many game at its, like, taking all the other games and kind of mashing up some of the existing mechanisms with some really good new ideas that aren't crazy over the top. They're just really well designed. Like, the respawn system for you guys is awesome. I can murder you as many times as you want. There's no punishment. You just come back again and take a full turn. Not to criticize Descent, but like, you die in Descent. First of all, your characters take 2 actions: move and attack.
It's slow.
I missed. Okay, next turn. That's okay. That's the flow of the game. But in Descent, if you die, you fall over on the ground and you wait. And then or Imperial Assault too. You come over. Either a teammate sacrifices their turn to get you up, or the next turn you stand up. Done.
That's it. Yeah.
This game, you come back and rocket launcher 4 guys. Like, you die and you're like, all right, well, pick up my hand. Here we go. Like, there's still downsides to dying, but it's not that bad.
Yeah, you spawn all the way back here, but if you can get back in range, you can still take a full turn.
That's what you guys did most of the time.
You just sacrifice your positioning.
Yeah. And maybe if you got a really good hand, but yeah.
True, yeah.
I spawned and I'm taking point. We're gonna go ahead and 420 no scope it.
Oh man.
So what's that? How much?
It's 360 no scope.
Oh, 360. Sorry.
So you got what? 3
Oh
movement?
yeah, that's true.
And we'll go 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna go for that Hell Demon because I have the range, so why not? 2 red and 1 black, which I have right in front of me. Convenient.
Do it up. 4.
That's
not bad.
4.
You can keep that 0.
man.
Yeah, I'll take
You want to
that.
let me redraw that?
No.
Isaac, what's your second main action and/or bonus action?
I'm gonna go ahead and unload. Actually.
Oh boy.
My question here: I have the range to hit him again.
Yeah.
Or I could go for the pinky.
But you can. Isn't that let you attack twice?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do 2 different targets.
Go ahead for the Baron.
Try it again.
Stern Affair. That is 5, right? I do have the
1,
range.
2, 3, 4. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's good enough. That's 4.
That's consistent.
And you can make them redraw if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the redraw is a problem. 0. Do you want to have me redraw that one?
No, I don't.
Oh. What's the sound they make? They go. Brian's on point for all the sound effects today.
So,
All right, so
nice
your
shots.
second-
that'll teach you for taking me out in my first turn.
Also for spawning a Baron of Hell down the hallway. Like,
yeah, right.
immediately.
I mean, what the heck's the matter with you? All right, that pinky's gonna get
So
one
your
too.
second action, yeah.
Every time I think, I'm like, my character seems a little too strong this round. It's like, nope, I forgot how much you guys can do in one activation.
You let me pick a
Plus with
bazooka.
Isaac being on point in the 2 main actions,
Yeah.
that's rough.
You let me pick the bazooka up, and then open the door. Just
I know.
walked
Oh,
into
because I had to throw a grand fireball. Oh god.
Oh,
my perfect roll.
What happened?
Towards the end, everything was clustered here. So when you die,
Yeah, I know.
if you don't have
I tried
good
to move him
movement,
out of there.
you don't have good movement. you're stuck spending cards just to move down.
Yes.
You know.
On that point, I want to say I applaud the designers. It makes it feel more like a video game. It's a lot faster paced than a lot of board games that are out on the market right now.
Yeah, especially in this format too.
Right, exactly. Especially for this format, which can get clunky sometimes. I love Imperial Assault.
I still love those games.
I love that. I love that game. I love anything Star Wars anyway. But that game, there's a lot of planning ahead of time. There's a little bit of learning. Like, you can't just pick up and play Doom for a one versus many. It's a lot simpler to get into, like, we have, an hour and a half to play a game. Yeah. Yes, that is an option for one versus many. Imperial Assault, Descent, that's not an option.
Yeah. And you can go, they also have suggested items. Like, you have the suggested build for your layout.
Yes.
You can have a suggested team layout for everybody to pick what weapons and cards you get.
Exactly right, yeah.
So if you don't want to get deep and think about it and have to understand, what are all these? What's the best combination? What's this?
Yeah.
You can just pick what they go and they work out pretty well.
It's not finicky at all. It gets right into the game.
That's a good
But
point.
if you want to, you can
get into that.
You can get deeper and be like, what's the best? What weapon combinations are best? What of your cards? I don't know. I haven't played your role, so I don't know. But there's different decks. There's different monsters.
There's different ways to handle spawns too. I thought spawns were scenario specific, the way you handle them, or as they call them, invasion cards. But they're, these are determined, I think, by the scenario. But then there's these force of arms was the one they told me to use for this
what
mission.
type of unit,
these are like draw 3, keep 1, I guess, is what it says for actually mission building. There's a recommended one, or you can play it where you draw 3, pick 1. So you can really mix it up if you're getting to know the spawn groups and stuff. Because this is actually secret information.
Yeah.
You didn't know that I could spawn a Cyberdemon until I dropped him. So
plus, when you play it another time through for replayability, when you draw 2, and you're gonna have different spawns. So next time you might not have a Cyberdemon. You might have
exactly.
Hell Knights or
and a different. And I can construct this deck away from me. Like, that's a good point to bring up too. Still talking about mechanisms, that you've got some customization going into this. The soldiers get to customize themselves with a really powerful ability that gives them a unique thing.
Yeah.
You can take the predetermined teams that are, like you said, that are on the back of the menu. You can take one of those 5 fire teams. They come with not only your weapon loadouts, but what special powers you get. Or you can just draw 2, pick 1, and make your team out of that.
Which is what we did here.
Super cool. Or really, you could just cherry pick them like we did our first game. But
however, we didn't know. But
right, exactly. True. We messed that rule up. But even if you want to cherry pick them and get exactly what you want, you can.
I think it's really well played out.
Absolutely agree.
We played this a few times, and the first few we had objectives. So it's a game where you're not trying to just kill the monsters. You go around, do objectives, take them back to the portals.
Deep story.
Well, but
there is no story. It's
one
one sentence.
Maybe 2 sometimes. Maybe.
It stays true to the kind of the game. There's a few things to do, but I've been playing Doom since it came out on floppy disk when I was a kid, and this mission was Doom. Yeah. You go in and it's guns blazing. You go down, just come back in and fight again, and you fought the biggest monsters. It was fast paced. It was awesome. You got all the biggest guns in the game. You did everything you could have wanted to do, which was what's awesome about it. So you have the objectives to do as part of the game, and then you have the full-on just wipe out the map game.
This scenario was eliminate hostiles was the objective. There were I think 6 different types of objectives that you can end up with, and this one just happened to be eliminate, and that gave me that little bit of a timer that added the little points. But the other ones are just, I always have to get 6 frags as the invader. That never changes, but then there's different tweaks to things that happen at the end of the round for me, things that you guys have to do. You had to carry the people to the teleporters in the last one. It does so many things well. I think it really does so many things well. It hits on all that stuff, and there's enough that I, as the Overlord guy or the Invader, I really wish you guys had a chance to try this role too, because I enjoy this again more than the other roles I've played as Invader people, because it's not just that I have 6 goblins to attack with or 6 people to activate. I actually have a lot of important decisions to make because these cards are multifaceted. They're multi-use. I can keep this in my hand to use it as an explosive blast. I can discard at the beginning of the round to power up one of my guys to make him so he can have an Overwatch ability next round. I can actually put it, I never did this in this game, but I can actually put it on my spawn card, and the next time I spawn a monster group, I can just bring this along with them and then put them on someone. So it's really strong, and you have so many different ways to play it as the Overlord guy. I really enjoyed it, and I feel like this, we said this in our Gen Con thing, you guys can speak better to this than I can, but heroes, I feel like I'm evenly matched with heroes. I never feel like I'm totally kicking your ass.
You don't have to throw punches or anything.
More often than not, I feel it's the other way around where I'm just like, dude, I just lost 4 guys, man. But then I spawn a Cyberdemon the next round, so I feel good. You know, like it's such a good back and forth. So to quickly talk about a few of the key mechanisms that I think are some of the best, and maybe
Unique,
you guys agree with me.
unique to
The
this.
unique tweaks to the one versus many genre. I think that's what made us initially excited about it from our Gen Con demo. We played that and we were like, wow, that's not what I expected. Once you guys take it, what was one of the main thing, like what your main play style as a Marine?
Well, I think a lot of it's geared to make it a lot more fast paced, and one of the best ways is the weapon pickups. So when you pick up one of the weapons, like in most other games, it would go to your discard pile and you'll get it later.
Right.
But this, it goes on the top of your deck, so that like opens it up to a lot of like. There's a lot going on. There's like a lot of anticipation where Brian was saying, where like, oh, I hope I don't take any damage and have to discard it. But it also is like, oh, if I can combo something to make me draw that right after I pick it up, I can use it right away, which I did here. I also did in another game where Brian picked up the chainsaw and I was able to make him draw the chainsaw.
Oh yeah,
And then
just wreck everything.
he just chainsawed everyone.
So cool.
There's just a lot of really cool combos with that because like everything, like I said, it aims towards being more fast paced and a lot more to think about and more combo.
Or I myself as the invader, one of my favorite parts is, oh, I just saw him pick up that card. I'm going right for him. And I'll attack Brian with his rocket launcher because no matter what happens, he's got to discard the top card from his deck to take the damage, to defend.
That's where you have to make the decision. Oh, do I activate my one giant Cyberdemon or do I activate the small soldier so I can attack three or four times, discard, make
Every
him
time.
draw
Yeah,
3
he's
times.
got to just mill in that deck.
Even if you do 0 damage, you get rid of the rocket launcher.
I love that. I
But,
really like that.
Just one more thing on the weapons. I think like because each weapon you pick up has 3 cards that come together. They're all really good individually. Like each card is a really good like stat, but they chain together so well. Like with the chain gun, so you get 1 attack and then the other 2 just give you draws. That's draw 2, draw 2. But
Spinning up the
like those
chainsaw
like draw
gets you
2 and draw
cards.
2 are really good. But also when you're firing with the chain gun, you can discard cards to add more die. So like that just synergizes so well with that fire. Like
Yeah, you play spin up, you play spin up.
yeah, spin up.
Discard,
I have
discard,
6
discard.
cards in my hand now. I can discard and add 2 or 3 die per attack, and like just make it that much more effective.
so cool.
Like it's still a really good attack. It's 2 black die, 3 attacks. But if I have cards to discard, it can be 2 black die plus a red, plus a red, plus a red. Like they just work really well together. It's really cool, and the synergy works really
And
well.
the thematic too. I mean, the whole game, obviously. I mean, there's so much theme here too. It's in everything you do, and I
It
mean,
just
everything.
feels really cool. Everything feels a lot more awesome. Like, oh, I'm firing the chain gun. It feels like you're firing the chain gun. You're like, I fire 3 times in a row, do lots of damage, and
It's such
It's
a
a lot more
smart system.
satisfying.
I mean, at first when you look at it, it's like, oh, I can do 1 main action and then any number of bonus actions. Well, that sounds okay. But then, like, when you actually look at what a turn can be, you can play like 7 cards sometimes. It's crazy.
Did we time our gameplay? It didn't feel more than an
Oh, it
hour
was
and a half.
just under 2 hours.
Just
I think.
under?
Well, I mean, we started about 7 and we were done around 9. I mean, had a bathroom break
and we
stuff.
gab and
we
take breaks. And
we
stuff
gab
like
and do what we do.
Yeah,
exactly. So
that's
yeah,
how we play
I would,
games.
I would
Hey,
say 2 hours is pretty close to 2 hours start to finish. I mean, everything.
if you're not talkative at all, this is an hour and a half game, easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny talking about the operations and how they work. Like there's a main operation, there's 2 operations, and there's 6 missions per operation. The rules are like you can play this as a campaign sort of where you say, okay, let's do operation 1. And then there are 6 missions and you basically just play through all 6, keeping track of who won. Whoever wins 4 missions wins that operation, right? And or you can just pick a single one-off mission like we did and play it. Yeah, again, not really criticizing the game, but like there's so little like flow to the story that I would just look through the book and be like, this one looks fun, let's play that one. Like
Right.
I wouldn't care. So there's technically 12 different missions, 12 different ways to
It
play.
makes it cooler for if you were going to marathon a bunch of games in a row.
Totally.
That
Oh,
makes,
yeah.
That gives you a reason to marathon versus just like, yeah, let's just pick one for fun if we're only playing one. But yeah, if you're going to play, like, you got a day set aside, you're going to play a big bunch of missions. Like we said, they don't take that long.
That's
you
true.
can easily play 6 quick missions. I mean, if you have a long day
It'd be
set
like
ahead-
4 or 5 hours, but yeah,
but,
that's
like,
pretty awesome.
That's an awesome, yeah, that'd be really fun.
Good point. All right, well, I think we should wrap this up at some point because we've been talking for long enough about this game.
It's so fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you again next time.